Alright, let's talk about it. So I'm a very big fan of Jujutsukaisen. I am caught up in the anime as well as the manga. And one thing that a lot of people are speculating about right now is what the ending for Jujutsukaisen will be. And personally, I want to throw my hat into it and I want to see what you guys think. Spoilers ahead. So for those that have stayed, obviously you're caught up in the manga or you just don't care. Currently Gojo is fighting Sukuna after, Sukuna's merged with Megumi. Their fight is just like, they can do whatever. You see why they are at the top of their game. Nevertheless, the author for Jujutsu Kaisen already confirmed basically that there are only two endings for Jujutsu Kaisen. Those endings being Itadori survives while everybody else dies, or Itadori dies while everybody else survives. And I'm going to throw my hat into both. And of course, like I said, leave your comments on what you all think. Alright, so first let's start off with Itadori surviving but everybody else dying. If this is the ending that Gege is going to actually go with, then Gojo is going to die within this battle. It's already been talked about multiple times how a 10 Shadows user and a Limitless, they always fight and they kill each other. So Sukuna and / Megumi is going to kill Gojo. This will have the rest of the squads featuring Yuta, Hikari, and others pull up to Sukuna to try to take him out in this state. Yes, Sukuna will be weakened from his fight with Gojo, but nevertheless, still going to be Sukuna with 10 Shadows. Still going to put up a very strong fight. Nevertheless, with the end of that fight, it's going to either end with Sukuna killing off the rest of the cast or the rest of the cast killing Sukuna. Yuji at this point will probably be prioritized with fighting Kenjaku. This fight will either go one of two ways. For the rest of the cast that does survive, if any, they're going to probably pull up to help Yuji fight Kenjaku. And with that being said, Yuji's going to probably use his body swapping technique. Kenjaku's probably going to kill the remainder of that cast until Yuji uses his body swapping technique, which then in point will get that final blow on Kenjaku, and, that last person is going to probably fall out and die, like, regular anime characters do. Thus leaving Yuji being the only survivor. If not, then Sukuna will probably pull up to find Kenjaku and Yuji, which then it will be a three-way battle, more so because, again, I still see Yuji body switching with either Sukuna or Kenjaku just for that fight. And then again, they're going to either kill each other or something's going to happen in that way where Yuji still ends up being the only one to survive. Now let's talk about the possibility of everybody else surviving but Yuji dying. And again, this still has to do with his body swapping technique. If this is what the ending is going to be, then Gojo is going to survive this battle with Sukuna / Megumi. It's just the fact that he's going to push Sukuna to the brink of the point where he's probably going to use his original body. Which also means that Sukuna is probably going to get his last finger as well. Gojo will instantly push him to the brink, which then will have Sukuna leave Megumi's body to go to his original body, but Gojo's going to be probably severely weakened. Everybody then will all pull up to Kenjaku, fight, get, of course, beat down like all anime characters do. Nevertheless, Yuji's going to use his body swapping technique at this point in the fight to try to wake up Geto. Since the soul still has connection with the body, we've already seen what happens in the manga when you actually mess with the soul. After Kenjaku revealed himself and Gojo sat there and spoke to Suguru, his body reacted. By the way, forgot to mention this earlier, this could also happen with Megumi. Like, Yuji could use that body swapping technique just to kind of shake Megumi up, or Megumi could just wake up just because he sees Gojo's in like a life or death situation, and then he can mess with Sukuna so that way Gojo gets the upper hand. Nevertheless, after switching with Kenjaku / Geto's body, Yuji's going to probably do what he can to try to get Gojo to give him that final blow. Because at this point, Kenjaku will be in Yuji's body, which isn't, of course, as strong as Gojo or Yuta or probably anybody else. And also, since it's a soul type thing, then Geto shouldn't have the rest of his abilities. It should still be attached to Suguru's body. Gojo, unfortunately, will then probably attack Yuji's body, thus destroying Kenjaku and Yuji at the same time. Itadori will then, of course, say, just to make sure you end it, destroy Suguru's body, which then will, of course, kill Kenjaku and Itadori, unfortunately. But these are my theories on how I think Jujutsu Kaisen will end. Of course, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, whether you believe it or not, and what you think, is going to happen next. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.